So today we're going to talk about solving multi-step equations, and we are going to be helped out by this person who created this presentation, which I really like. I really like the idea that it's trying to convey about how to think about equations. So let's get down to multi-step equations. With multi-step equations, it can be hard to know where to start. Pretend it's a party. You are the host. You are the variable. And in what order do people leave your party if you're the host of a party? Well, enemies leave first, then acquaintances usually leave, then friends leave, and then if you have family there, they usually stay till the end and help you clean up. So who's who? When you have someone really close to you, like 2x, that's someone who's right next to you, really close. Your family is always closer than your friends or your acquaintances, definitely closer than your enemies. So your family is the ones that are close to you. The numbers being multiplied, the numbers being divided, the ones right on top of you. Then we have your friends. Your friends are super close to you, but not as close as your family. They're the ones that are right next to you. And they would be the things being added and the things being subtracted. Who are the acquaintances? The acquaintances are things that hang out a little bit on the outside of your friends and family, and they're usually the ones that leave pretty quickly. They leave pretty soon. So an acquaintance is a number that it's a little awkward looking. It's a little on the outside of the group. You have your family here, you have your friends next to you, and then you have the acquaintances standing on the outside. So you identify all the party goers, and then you send them home. So we have 2x minus 5 over 3 equals 7. We have an acquaintance here. So our first step is sending the acquaintance home. How do you send the acquaintance home? You do the opposite operation, just like before. We have divided by 3, so you multiply by 3, which leads us to this step. Multiplying both sides by 3, we get the 3's canceling. We have 3 times 7 on the right side. And all we have left is friends and family. So we continue. Who leaves next? Well, your friends usually leave next, the numbers that are a little further away from you, not exactly right next to you. And how do you make the negative 5 leave? You do the opposite operation. It's a minus 5, so we add 5 to both sides, which is portrayed right here. When you add 5 to both sides, you end up canceling this, and 21 plus 5 is 26. And then your last step, your family helps you clean up and leaves. So once your family leaves, you are left with your final answer. So let's try a couple problems. This one here, we are the 2x. We are the x right here. We have friends, we have family. Who leaves first? The friends leave first, the ones that are a little further away. To make them leave, we do the opposite operation. It's plus 13, so we subtract 13 from both sides. After subtracting 13, we have 2x is equal to 42. And then all that's left is family. We divide by 2, and x equals 21. In our next example, we have friends and acquaintances, but we don't have any family. We have no one right on top of the x. No numbers being multiplied, no numbers being divided right at the x. So who leaves first, friends or acquaintances? Well, usually the people who are further away, your acquaintances, leave first. So we multiply both sides by 3. We have division going on here, so what we do is multiply both sides by 3. And we get x minus 2 equals 6 times 3 is 18. Who leaves next? The only people who are left are your friends. Add 2, and x equals 20. In the next step, you have family and friends. So you do the same thing. You start with the friends and subtract 4. Then your next step is getting rid of the family and multiplying by 3. Then come the enemies. It's easy to spot an enemy because they affect everything. The enemies are right on the outside of everything, ready to mess with things. To solve, all you do is get rid of the enemy first. If you have some crazy thing on the outside, the first step is to get rid of it. In this case, we have a 1/3 on the outside. How do you get rid of 1/3? Well, it's multiplying by 1/3 is the same as dividing by 3. So in order to get rid of it, you just multiply by 3. And that is how you solve a multi-step equation.